All right. According to YouTube, we are live. So this is Victor Games Civil War. I am Ardwulf. This is me and Pat playing continuing our campaign. We're on turn 11 or 12. Say hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Pardon me if I have had the hiccups all day, and I don't know why, and I cannot get rid of them unless I lay down on my side. Is the only time it's gone away. So I don't know what's up with that.
That's weird. And I even heard Gary take some sugar. So I mean, he's
Yeah, it
serious
was
about
worth
that.
a shot, and nothing. I've drank tons of water to try and I've tried to breathe through it multiple times, and it's not working. Anyway, we are ready to start. What turn is it?
It is turn 10, so
Okay,
that is spring, summer, winter, fall. It's 1861. Spring, summer, winter, fall. 1860. I'm sorry. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Spring, summer. It is the summer, by my reckoning, of 1863.
okay, all right.
By my reckoning.
I believe we're ready to roll.
Let's do this. Oh, John, you'll always make me digress, and I love it.
That's
Love
okay.
digressing. So let's see. Yeah, so we're ready to go. We did everything. We did all the pimping. We did all the command point rolls. All that stuff. We're just ready for some impulses. So here we go. I rolled an 11.
I got a 7.
So I don't think I got my leaders ready for turn 10, and it looks like it doesn't matter because it looks like I don't have any. So that's cool. So let's see. I got a difference of 4.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, Rosecrans sitting up there with 20. And I think for our free thing, we're going to give old Beauregard a reinforcement. So Beauregard down 1 in the west. Neither of us have many strength points this turn.
Not really.
And we got a difference of 4. And so he's over there ready to protect Hooker, who I can't get to, and kind of sitting behind a river. So I think I feel like this is going to be a consequential turn.
Not with this amount of command points.
So we're going to take another reinforcement in the east.
John Longshore, Leros is a Greek island in the Mediterranean. Otherwise,
Yes,
I don't really know that much about it.
it was an Italian possession that was occupied by the Germans upon the fall of Italy. There was this weird little subroutine that was happening out in the it's kind of the Aegean kind of, if I recall correctly, close to the coast of Turkey, but like north of Crete,
I think that's right.
like around Izmir, John Longshore. So the Germans were. There was a lot of jockeying in 1943 with regards to Turkey's posture in that area. So the Germans, I believe it's actually a British assault on the Germans, but I could be wrong. But it might actually be a German assault to take that island. But it was all about jockeying for position and like naval straits and seeing if they could affect the political attitude of Turkey is what it comes down to. All right, so I took one in the east, and here we go. We are going to activate Jackson.
Okay.
And Jackson is going to cross the Potomac and move. Well, he's going to try to cross the Potomac and move thither. You get a reaction roll there, McClellan.
We'll try to react.
Yeah,
He needs more than his command value. He fails to
but
react.
but you get a +1 to your roll because you have Sheridan.
I do have cavalry. Okay, so in that case, I make it. That's
Yeah.
where we go.
Okay. 1. 2. And let's see there. Do I want to do that? That won't be 2. That's 1. 2. And up. Go back. We're going to attack McDowell.
Okay.
So the
Now,
question I have is, I think it looks like it's through a gap.
that is the mountain pass terrain, yes.
So let me get rid of this. Make that Confederate. And all right, so I got 20. You've got 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 3-1, and then we shift 1 or 2 to the right. I forget.
It's 2.
It is 2. So we go from 3. Boop, boop, we're at +5. And I'm going to get plus a gazillion and 2 rerolls. So a gazillion in this case is +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because McDowell's bad.
Uh-huh.
And I get 2 rerolls. So let's do this. Okay, so I got 10 and you've got 5. You are medium and I am large. So let's look at that there tail.
I'm doing a D1 to you.
Yes, you need to reroll. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
So that's a nothing to me. And a D3 to you.
All right. So he will retreat there. And let's make our rolls. Mine is easy, so I'll roll.
You go ahead.
Oh, 5. I'll check the table, but I'm pretty sure he's fine.
Yeah,
he's fine.
I'm pretty
3
sure.
3 stars fine on a 5.
All right, so first we got Jackson, 3-star. Fine. Then we got ourselves Taylor, 2-star. Fine. Then we got ourselves Hood, 2-star. Fine. Then we got ourselves D.H. Hill, 2-star. Fine. Then we got Magruder, who's a 1-star. He's fine. And we've got S.D. Lee, 1-star. Fine. And Morgan, 1-star. Fine. All right. Only promotable guy here is the Hoodster. And let's see if Jackson recommends him. Nope. Jackson does not like him. This is like the 3rd time in a row. It's not recommending Hood for a promotion. A little bit of something going on there. And now we go over to you for 4.
Okay. All right, so I think we're going to get McDowell out of there. So I'll burn 3 from the east, 2 from the east, 1 discretionary.
Okay.
To move McDowell back here to Grafton. He will get, I believe, 3 command points rather than 4 because he's demoralized.
No, I don't think it hurts his movement. I think that's all about supply. I think you're good.
Well,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fine with where he's at. He's still protected by the mountain pass, and I can reinforce him here, which I will do with one east strength point.
Okay. And the Zot is Zot. And now we roll it. We roll again. Difference of 6.
All right, and I get a free thing. All right, so the free thing is going to be a leader. Both of these leaders are on the map already, so I'm just going to roll a d2. This is going to be Sheridan, who I believe, who I believe is with McClellan. Is that right? It is. All right. And then we get 6. So let's see what we can do here.
Yes, John Longshore. I was just looking at it. It was a German invasion. And no, yeah. So what happened was the Italian garrison flipped over to the Allies, like they tried to do with a lot of other forces, and the Germans weren't having that. It was a strategic area, so they had strengthened it with British reinforcements, and then the Germans attacked. November 43. So kind of like as Sicily was winding up, or had wound up. Interesting little historical footnote.
All right. We're gonna activate Lion in the west.
Okay.
It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, but he's gonna leave. He's gonna end it up in Mill Springs, but he's gonna leave some troops behind.
Oh, all right, all right, all right. I thought you were coming after Bragg. Okay.
I'm at the end of the supply tether. I cannot get without establishing some kind of rail connection down here through Chattanooga. I really can't do that.
No, you can go depot to depot. So you could build a depot there in Knoxville. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then you've got a depot to depot connection that ultimately goes back to a rail line, if you chose.
I guess that's true.
Now now it is a little more tenuous, right? Yeah, and Confederate action in Kentucky could sever it, but I'm just saying you could do that. But it demonstrates the problems of the Knoxville pathway. There's no rail.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend 2 to build a depot in Knoxville.
Okay.
I'm looking at the costs here. And we'll spend, so that's going to be 2.
Right.
Okay. And we'll spend the other 2 to activate Lion.
Okay.
And I'm going to do that. And he's going to pounce on Bragg.
Okay. So that actually, let me look at the.
It is a 10 to 1.
Yeah. So it's I forget what it's normally an overrun, and I just want to double check to see if the rules say anything weird about not overrunning, like because of the terrain effects. So let me take a look at that.
Just woods, so it should be all right.
Like 8-1's enough. Yeah, I just don't know how they handle it. Let me go. Boop, boop. Poor you. It sounds more annoying, not like you feel sick or anything.
No, I feel totally fine. It's just really irritating.
Shouldn't have eaten that iguana last night.
I guess not. Drank all that tequila last night.
Control F, overrun. Okay. All right, great. Well, at least I found that out. I kind of knew that. Bragg will have to make a leader loss roll, and it's next. It's always scary. It's because of all the examples of play, but when you
All right, so the codes, a 10 to 1 is an 04 on this combat differential chart. So that
right,
means that you need at least four negative column shifts to prevent it from being an overrun. And there is
excellent, which I
nothing
do
that
not,
would supply four negative column shifts.
which I do not have. So it's an overrun. You can just
Okay.
move there. Boom, that's
Okay.
it. You're done. So that's 1, 2, 3, and you can go to Chattanooga.
That is in fact where we're going, and that is worth 3 victory points.
Yes. So let
I
me
got that.
put Bragg
So
in the
you have to
leader.
roll casualty for him, right?
Yeah, boom. He's fine. And he comes back next turn. And let's do clone, clone, clone. There you go. Clone. There you go. And all right, so you did the victory points, right? There's more stuff that I got to do though.
I
So
did the
this goes
victory
down
points.
2, 3, and the imports go 1, 2, 3. All right.
And
So
there are
that's cool.
2 dice difference left.
Yes.
Those are going to the in supply Lion in the Army of the Tennessee.
Strength points. Okay.
Strength points. Well,
All
there
right.
were 2 dice difference left, so
Yep.
I
Yep.
used them to
Yep.
bring out strength points. So we roll. Now we roll.
Reroll.
Or wait a minute. Was that me first? That was me first. You get 6 now.
Was it? Yes, it is. So forget my roll. All right. I get to do 6 things. Well, what does the command? I like the command point situation in the West for this move now. We are going to activate Beauregard. For 3. And he is going to go 1, 2, 3, and no. 1, 2. He was there. No, he was due south. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And that's 3 things. And
Okay. Did you spend the
then,
command points there already?
yeah, yes, I did.
Okay. So you had 6.
And yep.
Okay.
And we are going to spend He's got 9. So before that move, we're going to reinforce him. All right, so that's that. So that's 4 things. And with 2, got a lot of transmit. Yeah, I like the situation here. So we are going to activate Jackson again in the east. And he is going to go 1, 2, 3, and I don't think it matters. I think I've examined this terrain, and it's
I believe that is the mountain pass again.
to the north. Let me move that little stupid control marker. Yep, it is. All right. So it doesn't matter either way, but we're going to grab that for grins, just to grab that real hex. And come on down and attack you at Grafton there, McDowell.
Okay.
So do this. And flip. And let's fight it out.
All right. I'm just going to roll.
Yep.
I have a 5.
I have a 4. So we want you to re-roll that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to run with. Let's see what we got on the chart.
2's going to amount to maybe 1 strength. Okay, so yeah, where are we on the chart?
So I've crossed a minor river. So we're at 5 to 1.
Well, there's no 5 to 1 column. So
Yeah,
then you're down 2 and
right.
the river. So you're actually down. You're back on the same column actually.
Right,
So
right.
medium will do
Nothing
nothing.
on a 2. And on a 9, because it's the same number with Crappy McDowell, it's a D3 again. So we will gladly accept that and make you retreat and take Grafton.
All right. Well, I'll go back here.
And Grafton is worth 1. So it does not add to my production, but it does add to my victory point. Beep. Okay. And that is that. Oh, we got to roll for casualties. Let's see if McDowell dies first. He's easy.
No.
Nope. Does Jackson die? Nope. Does Taylor die? Nope.
Nope.
Does Hood die or get wounded? Nope.
Nope.
Does DHL die or get wounded? Nope.
Nope.
Does Magruder 1 star? Nope.
Nope.
Does SD Lee? Nope. Check on that. It's a 1 star, but I sincerely doubt it.
6 is fine.
And Morgan's fine.
Morgan.
And does Jackson send papers? Does he mention Hood in dispatches? No. So, wow, Jackson hates Hood. There's some real bad blood going on there. Okay. So that's that, and now we roll again. 10. 8.
8.
Difference. 1 free thing and a difference. So for the free thing, we are going to reinforce Richmond. And what's the command point situation? Got a discretionary 1 and 3 in the west. Okay. we are going to spend a discretionary and one in the Trans-Mississippi. And clone. Decrease. 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 These guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, forward rolla. Get on the railroad. So, or where they can get to a railroad. And that is my 2 things. Over to you for 2 things.
Okay. Not much I can do for 2. But I can actually, I will spend 1 discretionary strength point in the Trans-Mississippi.
Of all places. Okay. Oh, I always forget about your Brazos River campaign with Meade.
I got command points. I just haven't had the dice differential to use it so far this turn. And then we'll throw another let's give you a reason to sweat. I'll bring a leader out.
All right.
Guess who he is?
Sherman.
3-star Sherman.
But Lion's still the boss.
Lion's still in charge. That is correct.
Let us roll. Ooh.
Oh, that is a tie on a 5.
What does a 5 give us?
Well, 5 in the primary. So that's very interesting. 3 in the secondary. 2 in the tertiary, 2 discretionary.
Interesting numbers. Okay.
And actually gives me 2 more naval. Don't really have much to do with that right now, but
all right, let's roll again.
Look at that. All right.
You get a free thing and 1.
Yep. Free thing will be I'll throw a strength point out here in the east under McClellan.
All right.
And hold on, I get
that's right.
1 point.
That's right. You get 1 more thingy.
Leave that where it is. Jeez. I'll rail a guy around in the west. I really don't want to spend that in the west. Hold on a minute. The most cause of delay and dithering here has been when there is 1 command point to spend.
Yes.
There's really no one you can activate with that.
This is true.
I'll spend a discretionary in the west. There we go. Okay.
All right, we are going to spend 1 in the Trans-Mississippi, and we're gonna rail this guy from Rolla over to Bowling Green. And that's that. We roll. 8.
10.
1 free thing and 2 things.
Okay. So the free thing, there's no free thing I have available. I have no leaders and no strength points to hand out.
2 command points then, sir.
All right. So spend 2 discretionary points in the west.
Right.
Hold on a second. I was at 4, yeah, okay. To build a depot in Chattanooga.
Okay.
Two points to you.
We are going to spend 2 in the east. We're going to activate Jackson. And Jackson's going to pounce on
That's an overrun at this point.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to activate Jackson.
Even with the shifts down, it's an overrun.
Right. We're going to go 1 and overrun him.
Oops. Oh, hold on a second.
What are you rolling crazy dice for?
I'm rolling to see leader casualty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he doesn't die. I think they only die on a 2.
Well, I rolled a 4, but he does not die on that. He only dies actually on a 3.
Yeah. So that's 1.
All right.
And let me see where I want to move after that. All right, so we're there. 2. 2. 3.
Not convinced you are actually in supply when you make that activation.
Yes, I am, because I have rail supply.
Look at the hex just northeast of Strasbourg. That rail line does not connect to the rail line you're tracing on.
That rail line I did not mark as Confederate because it's in Confederate territory.
Right, but it's not connected to the rail line you're tracing on.
Yes, the rail line goes like this. I will take Jackson and show you. See here?
Uh-huh.
It goes right to there.
Yeah, but how is that tracing to, unless you can trace to any hex with a rail in Confederate territory?
That
rail line does not trace to a Confederate rail line.
I think you're right. I think it spurs there in. That's a spur. I thought that was a connection. Whatever.
Because it's hard to see.
Right.
I just noticed that.
So let me see here. So fine. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Now yes. And now we roll. I get to do one thing,
Yep.
and then you get to do one thing.
Uh-huh.
So we are going to spend another one in the Trans-Mississippi. And we're going to rail a guy from Jefferson City to Bowling Green.
All right.
Over to you for one thing.
I'm going to actually do something very similar. I actually have a rail connection for Stoneman. So if I pay it one command point to rail that guy, I can...
You don't. So right now you don't have a rail connection.
Oh, I totally do.
Stoneman's out of supply. I own
Nope.
all of Missouri. All those Missouri hexes I own. Stoneman, since I converted Missouri, basically the only hex you control is the one he's in.
Huh. Okay. Well, then in that case, I can't do that. That was the only thing I could think to do with one command point.
Rolla. John Longshore, no. Butternut is the color you use when you can't afford a color. John Longshore was like, raise the color you use when you can't afford a color, Gary, and I would argue that would be butternut.
That absolutely is, because their uniforms started out as gray and became butternut as they wore the hell out of them.
Yeah.
I guess I can rail this is an absolute waste of a point. I can take one guy from Galveston and rail him to Sabine City.
Yeah, it's a garrison. Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll. 7.
9.
Now, you can two things.
Once again, 2's not enough to really do much, but it's not nothing either. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't get there. What's the movement range for cavalry leaders?
Cavalry leaders?
Well, for cavalry units led by a cavalry leader.
You can move 6.
Okay.
But you can't take stuff. You have to spend an extra movement point to like take a rail hex or take a town or
That's
something.
okay. Yep. Spending 2 discretionary command points. No, I'll spend 2 in the west.
All right.
Activating Lion. I'm going to need to leave something here. One, 2, 3. Four.
All right. Let's mark off. I'll mark off them rail hexes for you. Clone.
I got them, actually. I got a bunch of extras.
Clone. 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 All right. So what is it? Me too. You had the initiative for 2, so now it's me for 2.
You for
okay.
2.
Me for 2. T for 2. All right. And we're going to use one in the east and one discretionary. And Jackson, who's now in supply, is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can react if you want, McClellan, having done all his damage in his West Virginia campaign.
There's not. He does not even going to try to react.
All right, let's roll. 6, 8, 2.
All 1s and 2s so far this turn, but but I'm not completely without ability to do stuff with 1s and 2s this turn. So, so we're going to spend 2 discretionary command points. That's stupid. I'll spend 2 in the west to build a deep. I can't build a depot there, can I?
No, you cannot.
All right, hold on a second. Let me think that through.
You could take Decatur.
Of course, that's on a rail line, so I might still be able to trace through that. All right, so what's the modifier for the fort?
It's a 1 column shift.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to activate Lion for 2.
Right.
Who is going to... I'm doing it this specific way for a reason. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and drop on top of Nashville.
Okay. So that's a 10-1 with a column shift.
Yes.
So that's fine. That ends this. The decree. Let me delete it. The fort is gone. And that is 4 victory points.
Which I got.
Clone. 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 All right. Yep. That's what you wanted to do. Go there, then you can build a depot. Now, let me do some other stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I actually do have another 2 command value leader on the board that I didn't know I had.
Who?
That is Grierson, cavalry leader.
Yes, you do. All right, so over to me for 2, and I'm going to spend 2 and build a depot at Bowling Green. Let me do that. And okay, and we roll. 2, 8
to 7.
Yep, 7. So difference of 5.
All right, I actually can do something this time. All right. So let's see how that looks. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're going to spend 1 in the west, 3 points, 1 in the west, and 2 discretionary to activate Rosecrans.
Okay.
Who is going to go 1, 2, 3, and jump on top of Beauregard.
We are going to try to react away.
All right, so you're doing that when I enter that first hex then. So I have 3 movement points, and that's where I'm at.
Right. No, so you were there, like just north of...
I was here.
Right.
And then I move into this hex, and that's when you react.
That's your 3rd movement point.
Correct.
Boom.
So he did successfully react?
I rolled a 3, and I get a +1.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go there with the 4th point.
We're going to try to react away. We fail, so you get to attack.
I don't have any movement points left.
Oh, that was it. Yep.
That was my 4th point.
Your 4th point. So that reaction, I'm happy with that. All right. So over to me. Oh, no, you got more stuff to do. You got 2 more things.
Yeah, I got 2 more. Going to activate. We're going to spend 2 naval.
All right.
That's in. I'll actually put it where it is. It's in Baltimore. All right, now we're over to you for, what do we say, 5? 5.
Yep. So let's see here. Beauregard, feeling like Robert E. Lee, is going to activate for 3. He's in supply from Bowling Green.
I believe he is in supply where he is.
Yep. And he's going to attack Hooker.
All right, so Rosecrans can attempt to react.
Oh, I should not have done that. No, he can't. Because my first move is here, which is not in your army reaction radius. And then I attack Mill Springs, which is not within any reaction radius of yours. So this is just me and Hooker.
All right, hold on a second.
You only react if I move into a hex adjacent to you. I was here. So my first move is 1. No reaction movement. Then I'm going to attack.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right, so it's what, 10 to 3? That's 3 to 1.
Right.
I was specifically trying to avoid that from happening.
Yeah, I hear you. So the only way to do that would have been to end your move here, but you didn't.
I didn't have the points.
Yep. So all right. So that is a 3 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
There's no mitigating terrain. So there's no rerolls for me, and I'm at a plus, but I got a +4 because of my subordinates, and you're at a +1. So here we go. Rolled a 6. Ooh. Bad day for Hooker.
Bad day. Well, okay. Anyway, I have. So I mean, granted with rerolls, I have had no combat results that were not 1s or 2s so far tonight.
Right.
So.
Right. However, so that's no damage to me, and I rolled a 6, which is about as good as it gets, which I think is going to be a D3 with a large force. Yep. So Hooker's gone. He comes back later. And I'm assuming you're going to destroy the depot that you're defending. You don't want to just let me have it. Correct? Hello?
I'm thinking about it.
All right.
No, I'll destroy it.
All right. And then I'll do my leader casualties. And all right, so Beauregard lives. AP Hill, 2-star, lives. Longstreet, 2-star. 6 for 2-star, I think he's fine, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Stewart, 1-star Stewart, 6, I think he's fine too. 6 on a 1-star?
6 on a 1-star is fine.
All right. So the only possible promotion is Stewart. Let's see if he gets a promotion. Stewart, indeed, he gets. Beauregard loves him. this is all about nepotism and connections. So let's see. Leaders, Confederate. I want 2-star. No, cavalry leaders is what I want. Stuart 2. Boom, for next turn. Okay. Now, Lion does not have a valid supply line. So, on his big raid. So, let's see. And I get 1 victory point for Mill Springs. Which I now need to mark as Confederate. Clone. Battle of Mill Springs. Okay, so I still have 2 more things to do. And I don't think I care about building a depot there. So let's look over back at the east. Everything I can do is in the west or in the east. So yep, gotta spend them. Decrease. We are going to spend, yeah, you and I aren't doing anything else in the west anyway. So I'm building a depot in Mill Springs. Unless we get some magical reroll doubles again. So, well.
All right. So we roll.
Yeah. 11.
Okay, to 7. So to you for 4.
Yeah, this is going to spend me to nothing. So I got 2 more things.
Did you spend the 2 command points for the depot?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So let's see here. Well, that 11 turns into me doing 2 things. So for those 2 things, This is one of those stupid ones where I don't have anything whatsoever I can do with two points in the west, but I need to figure something out. If there's anything valuable I can do before I just blow them. And yeah, we're gonna build a depot in Paducah. God, I hate these click things. Tell me he fixed those, that Fred Buckholtz fixed all the click markers, because those things suck.
Oh, the ones you have to shift click on?
Yeah, I hate
probably
those.
not.
Okay.
There's a reason why you want that, actually, and that's so you don't accidentally pick those markers up and move them around, which, in general, on Vassal, I do a lot.
So. Yeah, I have no problem with the control markers being like that, but I think the depots and like the forts and stuff is, I have no problem with sorting through it's easier to manipulate those. But yeah, I agree. The control markers, yeah, they should be that way. All right, so that's it of 7. I've spent myself to 0. So you've got 7 that you can do.
Oh, wait a minute, man. So I guess throw that roll away. It wasn't 7, though.
Yeah, a 4. 4.
Yeah, okay. All right, I got stuff I can do with 4. Mr. Mead here is going to activate for 3 in the Trans-Mississippi.
Oh yeah, Mead's gonna. What's gonna happen is Mead's gonna kick my ass in the transmiss.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that is going to. Well, I got extra markers here. Hold on.
Boy, it takes a lot to take Texas,
2.
though, don't it?
Well, Texas is very big. 3.
Let's see.
And then that is going to take this port of Matagorda.
Yeah, I got it. Hold on. Clone.
And Columbia.
Yeah, clone. So that's 20% of 2 is 0.4, so it's not going to move anything down.
George Gordon Meade, hero of the Colorado.
Yes. So doesn't affect the imports quite then yet, but I'm going to do a master retotaling of the imports total and at the end of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's weirdness with fractions and what. He's got an actual chart, so I'm going to look at it. Listen to me. I say he like I've met Eric Lee Smith. I have not.
All right. How many points was there? 4?
Yeah, you got 2. One more.
So that leaves 1. I guess I could do a naval leader transfer for. One. Yeah, that needed to happen anyway, so that's fine. All right, roll off.
Oh, roll off. Okay.
I have a 5. You have a 4.
You get to do the useless 1 command point.
Yeah, great. All right, so. Actually, it's not that useless. I'm going to take 1 guy from, spend 1 to take 1 from Galveston. And to move him to Columbia.
Okay. Your Texas campaign.
Yep. So over to you for 1. I'm not sure there's anything you can do.
I have 0. So what we do is we roll 7.
7.
That ends
the turn. All right, so 0 this stuff out.
And let me take a look. That's the prime thing I want to look. All right. So is anybody demoralized? Anybody sitting around demoralized?
You have exterminated everyone who was demoralized.
So we're good with that. We don't want to do any rallying. Let's see. I need to look at where the hell is it? Combat our codes. Resource. God, no. Combat charts. No. Command points. Blockade table. That's what I need.
All right. While you're working that out, I'm going to take a potty break. So you go ahead and talk away.
You go take a potty break. All right. So what I got to do, we got 40 total. Audience. And Petersburg and Norfolk are closed by the Union. So that's 6. And then the next port is Pensacola, closed by the Union because Fort Pickens is occupied. So that's 9. Then we got Sabine City, Galveston, Columbia, Matagorda have been taken. So that is a total of 6 import points. So 6 plus 9 is 15. So that means I only have 25 coming into the ports out of a possible 40. So I look at this chart. I know you guys can't see it. He's got master control, and he's got a 20% blockade level. So I look at the chart for 25, and that means I've got a total of 20 imports. So now I go back to the game turn track. I've got 89 current CSA production because he's taken some cities. So we add 20 on top of that, and my numbers were accurate doing it out of my head, which is we're at 109. Now, what happens with Confederate supply is eventually, when that production number for the Confederacy gets low enough, I start to suffer ill effects. So when we get to 99, we start to increase my costs for depots, forts, fortresses. Things start to get bad. So, all right,
And you're at 109 now?
Yeah, yep,
Okay.
109. Everything's kosher with the securing of the new ports and whatnot.
Okay.
So let's look at the sequence of play. I think that's it for the end phase.
Yep.
Oh, I need to move up by 2 because we had 2 table use. So 1, 2. And let's go back to this thing. Let's zero out the turn use. Reset. We go to turn 11. We're in the fall of 63. And it saved my reveal, but it looks like it didn't save yours. Isn't that funny? So remember when we were complaining about it? The notes thing?
Yes.
Save mine, but not yours.
Mine is the same.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, indeedy. I am.
All right, so.
I am actually secondary trans-Mississippi and tertiary east this turn. So let's see here. Maneuver those around. And then we got some resources for this turn. I think I get squadouche in terms of any reinforcements and whatnot.
Sea lift goes up to 28. I don't get much in the way of reinforcements either.
It's turn 11, I get 1. Yeah, but next turn you get 4, I still stay at 1. This is where I get strangulated. So let's see here. Increase. 1 strength point in the east and 1 in the west. And do I got any ships coming in? Or leaders?
I don't.
Resource. Any ships? Turn 11. The answer to that is no. So that's it. That's pretty easy for reinforcements and whatnot. Let's do our priorities for next turn and see who gets lost.
And pray that they get saved.
Okay, save. I look at it now, and it tells me it's in there, and we all know it's a lot. So okay, and let's roll. Let's roll for our command points, sir. I rolled a 2. That sucks.
I got a 6.
You rolled a 6,
which is less sucky.
Yes, less sucky.
6.
So a 2 is like wackadoo bizarre.
Yeah, 2's not that bad actually. 2's better than 3.
6, 3. It's actually really good. 6, 3, 2, 3. Whoa. Yeah, I like the flexibility of the discretionary. All right, let's pulse this. Let's begin the fall of 1863.
It's 1 to you and a free thing.
And a free thing. All right, so for the free thing, we're going to take a reinforcement in Richmond. And got some leaders. I think I got like Bragg and Stewart. All right, so we are going to place a leader.
I do have leaders, and so do you. You have guys coming back out.
We're going to place a leader with Beauregard. And let's see who it is. That is Stewart. And that was the second one. And that's just his promotion. So delete. There you go, Jeb. Well deserved, sir. And over to you for one thing.
All right, my one thing, I will spend a point in the east, and I will place a leader. He will go in Baltimore.
You don't need the command point for that.
This is not the free thing, though.
No, you're just pulling a leader.
Oh, I guess so. It's just dice difference. You're right. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so 1 to 3, it's McDowell. 4 to 6, it's Hooker. It's McDowell.
Your Philadelphia depot. That's where the War Department is. It's like, we need to see who you are
Clearly.
before we send you out to the field. All right, let's roll. 4.
5. My one free thing, I'll take a leader and put him in Baltimore.
All right.
All right, so the 1 point. Yeah, I'll take 1 point here and just move it from DC to Baltimore.
Okay. We are going to, for our free thing, Bragg. It's going to get put someplace where he can't touch the fine china. Bragg is going to be named the military governor of Missouri and go to Jefferson City. All right, let's roll. Roll the 5.
I've rolled a 9.
You can do something with a 9.
A 5.
Yep. Free thing and doing some stuff.
All right, so free thing, we'll take an east strength point, drop it in Philadelphia. Not Philadelphia, but Baltimore.
All right.
All right, so with our 5, we're going to activate Rosecrans in the west for 3, who is going to go 1. Beauregard can attempt to react here.
Let's see if indeed he can. Yep.
He can.
Beauregard always wants to react. So Beauregard is going to go...
Okay, well then you are going to have to decide, if you move out of that hex, what is happening to the depot.
Well, the depot's going away.
Okay, that's fine.
But let me figure out where I want to go now. Let me think about going places.
All right.
All right, you're going there. We're rolling. Yep, we made it.
Okay. Maybe I just stay here.
It's a reasonable move based on what you're doing.
No,
I don't
I'll
think
move
it's...
1. I'll let you run.
All right. All right. We cannot run.
All right, so I'm going to jump on him. It's going to be 2 shifts down. It's a 2 to 1.
Right.
But it's going to be 2 shifts down for the mountain pass, which would be on +3 +4.
Right.
I have a +2 to the roll.
I have a plus. Okay. Do you have any? You got Burnside, don't you? No, no,
No,
you don't.
Burnside's out
No, you
east.
don't. No. So
I am
we've
giving you a
got
reroll, though, from Rosecrans.
+4 and 1 reroll. Yes. So let's see if Bragg can be a skillful mountain fighter. We roll. And I rolled a 3 and you rolled a 2.
All right,
And
so
you've
we're on
got
the 3 or 4 column.
right.
And I have a net, what did I say? I was +2? That sounds right.
Right.
Yeah. So I have a 4. I'm large. So I'm going to do a D1 to you on that.
Right. And I'm large and I rolled a total of 7.
So you're going to do a D2 to me on that.
Right. So, and I got 1 reroll. Let me see if I want to noodle with it. I think I'm happy with what I got. So we'll take the D1.
All right, and then I'll move into that hex and you'll retreat out of it.
Right. We stay put. You lost the battle, so you fall
I did
back.
lose the
right.
battle, so I do
Yep,
fall
yep,
back.
yep.
You're right. Okay, so leader casualties.
Okay. All right.
Let me pull the table up. Rosecrans, 3-star Rosecrans he is fine.
He's in fact amazingly healthy.
3-star,
Yes.
the very picture of health. 3-star Pope is fine. 3-star Curtis is
He's fine. 3 stars. It's like a
fine.
2.
It is a 2. 1-star Pleasanton. He is wounded.
Oof.
And 2-star McPherson. He is fine.
He's fine.
All right. Pleasanton and McPherson actually can both be promoted. So let's roll that for McPherson. McPherson does get promoted. I imagine he is going to be balls on toast. Oh, that's not that bad.
No. And then you got Pleasanton.
Yeah. Who does not get promoted.
All right. So, all right. 3-star Beauregard. Fine. And then we have 2-star Hill, Longstreet, and Stewart. So Hill, Longstreet, Stewart.
Uh-oh.
Stewart may be in trouble.
Stewart is killed.
Yep.
Yellow Tavern comes early. And not at Yellow Tavern.
Boom. 1 cavalry leader bites the dust. All right. So that was the Battle of Mill Springs.
The second Battle of Mill Springs at that.
Yes. Yes, it is. Second Mill Springs. So we have, what was the dice differential?
5. I have 2 left.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I know what I'm doing with the 2. Spending 2 naval.
Where shall ye invade?
Trying to make sure I have all the right stuff here.
Yeah, Patchwork and John, we we made the West was made a focus by me, which then made I think made it a focus for Gary. We'd have to after action report and talk about like our strategies and stuff, but I certainly made the West a focus.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think Gary had to respond by making the West a focus. Especially, I mean, Lee died early, but taking St. Louis and Missouri and kind of securing that part of the Trans-Mississippi, I think then it makes it absolutely essential for the Union to make the West a focus. So, but so some of it's like what you're deciding to do, and then your reaction to what the other guy's
Mm-hmm.
doing. That's my take on it. Would you agree?
I would agree. However, it was my intention to focus on the West anyway. So,
Right.
all right. Did you see where I landed?
Where did you land?
Just outside of Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, it's a good place to land. So everyone always wants to pick off Florida. So let's see. All right, so you're landing there. You got troopies
That's
with
because the
you.
weather's so nice.
Well, yeah. Have you ever? You wouldn't want to visit
I have
the
been to
swamp.
Florida a couple
The
of times,
swamp.
actually.
You wouldn't want to visit the swamp outside of Jacksonville in 1863. So I'm just going to throw that out there.
Well, the whole
So
state's a swamp.
right. So you
I
go
exaggerate
to
only slightly.
yes, but there was like yellow fever back then. So what's happening is there
And
right.
malaria.
We ignore the terrain, and it's just intrinsic value is 1. Okay?
So I'm not invading Jacksonville. Hold on. We got to look at table up.
You can absolutely invade Jacksonville if you want to.
It's not. I guess it's a coast. Yeah, but it would
Yes.
get an extra intrinsic defense if I did.
I strongly advise you that if you're going to do this thing you're doing, that you invade the port. Because otherwise you'll be in a swamp and out of supply. Except for sea supply. You follow me?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So if you go in and you do that, yes, the intrinsic value goes up to there's just an intrinsic value for the amphibious invasion,
Mhm.
right? And then it's got a city. So that's 2. That's fine. But you remember, you add up the 2 ground strength points,
Mm-hmm.
and then you've got a naval strength point, which is 3, and then every 2 transports counts for 1. So that's 1, 2, 3. So you got 4. So you're like on a 2-to-1.
Okay. Where's that table?
That is on in these rules we are looking at. It is right underneath 882.
Okay. And I'm getting a +1 for the leaders.
Right.
All right.
You
We'll do
you
it.
roll right.
All right. So we'll just go right into Jacksonville.
Right. You only pick 1 leader, right? So you're gonna. It doesn't matter, right? So you pick because you can use a naval leader for these suckers, right?
Mhm.
So you got a +1, and we're on the 2-to-1 table. So we go to the 2-to-1 table, and we both roll.
Now this is the regular combat results table.
Right.
Okay.
Right. We're both small for. We're both small forces in this, and so we just roll.
Okay.
All right. I roll the 4. You roll the
I
5.
have a 5
So,
+1,
right.
so I have a 6.
Right. So now we need to see what the results are on a small.
Okay. So the attacker, the attacker, do a D1 to you.
Right.
Which will finish
right.
that. And then you have a 4.
So I did nothing to you. So that,
Okay.
but it's like you determine the victor of these things that way.
Okay.
So let's say for grins, right? We both rolled a D.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're repulsed. Doesn't work. You go home. You're demoralized.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? Right. Okay. So you land there, and the naval guys are in that hex with Hooker, and that's the naval invasion.
And
that's
okay,
it.
so Jacksonville is worth 2 victory points, so we
Right.
pick those up.
Right, and I lose 2 production.
Yeah, and we got to mark the track. However, the fuck that's supposed to work.
That goes down by 2 because of that, and let me do this.
There seems to be some kind of special mojo you have to do for those particular markers. I don't know why.
So let me just look real quick at the blockade. I like to keep track of the blockade chart as we go. That way it doesn't get forgotten, which can happen. So blockade table. Now I'm at 24 at 20%. So yeah, it's 19. So it'll be 19 on top of whatever that production value is, which is Jacksonville's 2 or 1?
Jacksonville's 2 victory points, but it's 1 import value.
Right. Yeah. What I find laughable, this is something I would take Eric Lee Smith to task for, is that because that's its production value. Giving Jacksonville 2 production value is hilarious. So that's 19. So start at 106. That should be a 1. Frankly, it should be a 1, and St. Augustine should be like one of those nothings, like in Texas and call Tallahassee a 1. Florida just ain't got shit at this time. It says the Florida guy who knows Florida history. Pensacola, yeah, should have a 1. All right, so that's cool. The mighty industrial center of
I need to grab some water. I'll be right back.
All right, of Jacksonville, which rivals Knoxville, has fallen. Now, actually, for this game, guys, John, Patchwork, whoever's asking, it's kind of doing what I wanted it to do. I took Missouri and just decided that I wanted that defense line to be north, and to be playing in Kentucky for a while. Because remember, the Confederacy's doomed to lose, right? So the trick with the Confederacy is don't lose as quickly. So, all right, so that's it. So now it's over to me for 5. All right, let's see what fun things I want to do. Well, I think Albert Sidney Johnston is angry. Albert Sidney Johnston, and he is activating in Bowling Green, and he's going to march south. And he's going to end up going 1, 1, 2. You can react. Let me move the lion.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll try to react.
You can't.
Yeah. I'll attack.
You'll attack. Okay. All right.
He's going to be out of supply anyway, right? So what's the difference? I mean, it's a 1 to 2, but I do have pretty favorable combat modifiers on this particular roll.
Okay.
So and this is the first time we have ever been in a battle where I get a reroll.
Okay.
So.
All right. So we go to the chart. We're at a 1 to 2. We're at a 1 to 2.
It's 1 to 2. I'm at a +5 with a reroll.
You are at a +3 with a reroll. Lion doesn't add.
Oh, you're right.
And I am 2, 4, 5. I'm at a +6. So here we go. Oh, you sound horrible. All right, you roll the 5. I roll the 6.
No, the 5 was for the reaction. I did roll a 5. You reroll.
All right, I shall reroll. I roll the 5.
Okay. All right, so I got a +3, so I have an 8.
An 8.
So I'm going to do a D1 to you.
Right, and I have it's a D3. 11. I did a D3 to you.
Doesn't even matter.
Right.
All right.
Flip, and I got 2 more things.
So you can keep moving?
No.
Okay.
That's it. You did the attack, movement over, end of things. But I still have 2 command points to spend. And
we got to do leader casualties.
Oh, yes, we do. Let's do that first. So you're shorter. Lion, go ahead.
3-star Lion. So 4, he's okay on that. 3-star Sherman. He's fine. And 1-star Hancock. He's fine. Hancock can be promoted. Let's check that. Nope.
Nope. Lion does not like him. So now Albert
Sherman
Sidney.
can be promoted, however.
Yes, he can.
Nope.
Lion wants to keep him down. So, all right. Albert Sidney Johnston. He's fine. Pemberton, 2-star. Fine. Hardy, 2-star. 5 for 2-star.
5 out of 2-star, he's fine.
Okay. 1-star Hindman. Fine.
He's fine.
1-star Early.
He's fine.
Fine. And then 1-star Claiborne. He's fine. And 1-star Forrest. He's fine. All right. I got a lot of promotions, actually. So Pemberton is first. Does he get a 3-star promotion? Yes. Albert Sidney likes Pemberton. He's a good second in command. And then Hardy's already maxed out. Hindman can't be promoted. Early. Does Albert Sidney think Early performed well on the battlefield? Yes. He's in for promotion. Claiborne cannot be promoted because of Irish prejudice. And Forrest. Does Forrest get promoted? What does Albert Sidney think of him? He likes them all. He thinks all his subordinates are just fan-damn-tastic. He's like the anti-Bragg.
Now that Bragg's gone, yeah.
Yeah, you know. They just love him. So Forrest. And then a 3-star Pemberton. That's what Pemberton looks like as a 3-star, by the way. Great subordinate. Don't want him in charge of an army. And then who was the other guy? Or was that it? Oh, Early. That's right. Early. 2-star Early.
Yeah.
And Early, as you see, gets worse. He loses that tactical bonus as he gets promoted. All right. All right. That was the Battle of Nashville.
All right. All right.
You doing okay over there?
I'll be fine.
All right. Now I have 2 things to do. And those 2 things are going to be reinforcing the Army of the Tennessee and throwing a reinforcement in Richmond. Okay. Now we roll.
5 to 9.
Yep.
So
Difference
that's
of
5
4.
to me. All right. The freebie will go into the Army of the Cumberland. All right. So we'll activate. Spent 3 command points in the west to activate Rosecrans to undemoralize that army.
Right.
Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Let me think this through.
So yeah, difference of 5. So if you could rally him, absolutely. You can't rally Lion right now.
No, but I could maybe put him in a position where he can be rallied.
Correct. So you could do both those things. You could spend 5, fall Lion back, or move him to a position, as you put it.
Yeah. All right. So we'll do that. We'll spend 2 to activate Lion, who will go 1, 2, 3, which will put him back in supply. So we got 3 left. Oh, what's the TEC? Where is the TEC? What does This TEC is like the worst TC I've ever seen. Okay.
Combat effects of what? I'll tell you.
I'm not looking for combat effects. I'm just looking for the movement costs, actually.
Oh,
And for some reason,
everything costs 1 except Marsh.
Yeah. All right, we'll spend we have 3 left. I can do a second activation on Lion right now, as long as I don't move him, right?
Yeah, you can rally him now. You could spend 2 then, and then you have 1 left.
All right, so let's get that taken care of. And then with the 1 left.
I feel so. I empathize,
I went away
Gary.
for a while.
Every time you hiccup, I'm like, poor Gary. Nothing hurts, right? So it's not like
I'm trying to cough it out. Is the thing. I'm just railing some random guy up in the east. That's all I can do.
All right.
So let's do for 5.
Let's do 5 and let's call it here. I feel bad for you. So let's see. We got 5 things. We're going to rally Albert Sidney for 3. And we are 2 things, huh? Pretty sure I just spent those and just didn't note them. What? Yeah, I didn't spend the 1 in the west. So the one in the west, no, I spent them both. Crazy person. I didn't spend my reinforcements before. All right, let me find something fun to do with 2. Yeah, with 2 in the east, we are going to... I always shudder when I say what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it. We're going to activate Van Dorn, and he's going to go to Grafton. No? He's going to go to Charleston. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, which is an amazing industrial center, evidently, as well, and it's worth 2, and I get 2 victory points. 2. And that is that for the Confederate turn. Let's save this as I'm going to save as game turn 11.
Mid turn 11.
Turn 11. Mid Gary. Okay. All right, that's that. That is that.
All right, so we will be back on Wednesday night with Mike Force in Trouble, the scenario 2 from a hot, dry season. Hopefully, I will feel a little better at that time, 7 p.m. And then we'll be back sometime early next week with this. And our plan for Sunday at this time is to do the Chickamauga scenario of Battle Above the Clouds. So stay tuned for all that. Everybody, thanks for tuning in and have a great night.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Yeah, we're loving we're on like the Civil War in Vietnam train. Seems to be the thing. Good night, everybody.